Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 03.09.2026. Current time is 05:48 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over on X. That's my mainstay for posting on the interwebs. I post everything there during the course of the day. You want to know what I'm doing during the day on the interwebs? You can check out there. I post on a host of other fine and great, good social media platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich. And yes, we are early. We are early this morning. I've been up since 10 to 5 and I got on a roll here. And my workflow is working very good this morning. We have the morning coffee here with some honey. That's why I got a little honey on my tips and my fingertips, but we have some honey in here, 1 tablespoon, and it's tasting mighty fine. And we are early. We're here before. Before well, if you're watching this on well, we have 2 people over on Rumble. Thank you very much. Rumble rocks. Yeah, Rumble rocks. 1 person on locals. 2 people on YouTube. Wow, that's cool. And 1 person on Twitch. And but I do have the morning coffee here for this. Got to say it. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And in addition to these 4 platforms that we're live streaming to, and replayers will be able to look at the video, we are also, we got the audio going to where we're going to be posting that up on Spotify for creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And see, I got that all done in under 5 minutes. That's pretty good. But we'll have some folks popping into the chat here. I'm just up early, getting my day going. And I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. It was a great weekend. Weather-wise, it was great. Oh, couldn't ask. We had the 2 best days so far this course of the year as far as that goes. 60-degree weather as far as that goes. And it was nice. It was nice getting the sunshine, getting just having the nicer weather come in, and as far as that goes. And we did a few things. Let's see, what did I do Friday? Can't remember what I did Friday. We did do some live stream broadcasts on for Lord of the Rings Online. We're up to 4 broadcasts already, gaming, and I only game to here on Rumble, to Twitch, to YouTube, and it's using the Rumble Studios RTMP functionality, to where I use OBS, and it goes directly, stream right directly into Rumble Studios. Couldn't think of Rumble Studios for the life of me, but we broadcast right into Rumble Studios, and then from Rumble Studios they take it out, and that gives us a 1080p viewing. A 1080p view, which is really good. It's like eye candy with the Lord of the Rings Online game, and it just, every time I'm really getting into back into the Lord of the Rings right now and stuff, because it's just, I'm on a timeline now that I feel like I have direction. Where we had Gunderbar, went through Gunderbar. That was good, and then we did Minas Tirith, the wedding between Aragorn and the what's her name? She's the elf there. She became the queen. She's known as the Queen Elf as in the game. Arwen, or something, I guess her name is. And then we went into we sort of went backtrack. We went to the Battle of Minas Tirith, the White City, and that was actually before. So and now we're back on track to where we're in after the battle and after the wedding, and the king is traveling around the kingdom of Gondor, and I'm doing various tasks and all that stuff like that. And there's a regular timeline that takes us to the next Lotro extension that came out, I think, almost a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, Umbar, and so we'll do that, and then there's two other ones after that. But I'm back on track, and I went back to Gun Bar to get up to 140. Now that I'm up to 140, um, doing the battle that was at 105 level, so I was like just throwing my sword once, and they were dead basically. So we got a good start to Lotro game playing this month. We have 4 already. We'll probably do another one this week. There's a few other games I want to try and bring up onto the rotation again. And as far as that goes, and we have a lot of the month left here. We just finished our first week, and let's see, we have 11 more days till spring. But I tell you, it felt like spring yesterday and Sunday. It really did. It felt really nice as far as that goes. Um, and then was it? I changed. I switched out some two chains on two electrical chainsaws. So got that done. That was fairly easy. And then I took one of them and I actually I spent about maybe 15, 20 minutes cutting some brush off on the side there. So that's in the game plan there. Of course, the missus was busy. She was doing some DIY work as far as on one of the bedroom floors upstairs, and she sanded them down to a certain point, fixed them up, and then just looking at repainting them and stuff like that, and to see if that can, this is a 100-year-old house, so the way she's got the upstairs looking right now, it's looking very well organized compared to when we first moved in, and even when the kids were still living here and stuff. So, but we still maintain their bedrooms because this is their home. So when they come home, they're at home. When they ever do, they're on their own now and stuff. But so we're quite busy this weekend, and then let's see what else. Yeah, just the gaming and last night I was on. I did Saturday. I did a, a, a spontaneous broadcast on where is that? Live from Rumble Studios, Saturday morning hangout for about an hour because and utilizing the new, and it's new, it's beta, and let's see, my hair is sort of parted here. I don't like that. I don't like that. Those openings. It's like, but the beta, the new beta. What do they call that? Let me bring this up here. Let me see. I can bring up a file here or a tab in Rumble Studios. It's known as the Canvas. You got the Direct RTMP, which I use. You go live using OBS and other streaming software and maintaining a high quality streaming, and it does it. And that's why I only go into Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube, and it gives a 1080p. But the one I'm on now is the regular Canvas. That's known as the Legacy. It accesses your existing templates and media files. The version will be phased out soon, which hopefully it won't, because this new one is the new Canvas beta. It does the same thing, go directly to your browser and improves streaming experience. Well, I used it Saturday, and there's a lot of new bells and whistles, and I like it. I'll make no bones. I like it. I give it. It's a beta, and I'm thinking, okay, this is okay. I just got to get used to the different setup. There's a little bit of a stiff setup, some new stuffs, and whatnot. And I like it Saturday, but then when I went to use it last night, I was doing basically a pre-dress rehearsal of how for an hour, like just to go through the motions of how I would do my broadcast here. How I have a regular format, and then 30 minutes into it, Twitch went down, then YouTube went down, then Facebook. I had 7 platforms up. I hadn't had 7 platforms up since the first of the year, or just before the first of the year. Now we only broadcast to 4. I can broadcast. I have no problem using the legacy. It works well. It works flawlessly. But this new beta what do we call it? Beta canvas. Okay, for the broadcaster to utilize to bring the broadcast to the internet. I'm not too sure. And last night, it was just all those, and I invited Tony D up. Tony D he spent the last 30 minutes with us, but there's no video of it because all those crashed and then Rumble stalled. It stopped right at 32 minutes. It stopped. So I ended up having to take down and delete all those broadcasts on here on Rumble, over on Twitch Live, or X Live, YouTube, and Locals, Kick. I went to Kick and the Facebook and all because there's no sense in leaving that up. It's a joke. As far as I'd be embarrassed to leave that up there. It's just like it was a complete. It failed in my eyes. 30 minutes in, it failed. So I'm sort of like right here with that new canvas, beta canvas right now. This one works. It works flawlessly. I got set up. I have my routine down. I can get set up and hop online in less than 5 minutes. That other one, I started getting it yesterday. Okay, I set up my screens. You got the scenes over on the side. Intro, the actual broadcast, and then an outro scene just to utilize that. It has a countdown clock, and you can bring the music in. You got to make sure your mic is hot. I guess I think if you have your mic not hot, I go back to the replay on Saturday on the intro. I'm saying, where's the music? Well, I think I had my mic disengaged. So I don't know. It's just not very, very good. Oh, you know what? I forgot to. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got to send. I forgot to send this, post this out on the internet. Let's see. We're 15 minutes in, and I'm just posting this. Let's go ahead and post this out here. And I just continue talking. Yeah, I forgot to post it out. Wow. Okay. I did turn the audio on though. I just have to click a lot of buttons here. So as far as that goes, and let's go ahead and try that with the picture there and stuff, and bring it up. Oh, bring that up there, and then bring that there. Doing the Facebook. I'm just doing the hot links to the Facebook and stuff like that. But like I said, yesterday I did 7 platforms and it worked okay for the first 25, 30 minutes, 32 minutes. And then it just, like I said, it crapped out. So Rumble, if you're listening, I'm not really, you got some work to be done on there. I don't know if it was a signal thing. I don't normally broadcast at night, and having 7 platforms up at that, but I have no problem with the. I might try it again sometime this week or next weekend, and I'll just do the 4 main platforms I go to, and give it another try. But I like what I see. And it's a beta, so I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. It's a beta, and you got to make sure it's good to go, and hopefully they get it right, and as far as that goes, and see what happens. But I'm posting up my. I forgot to post the links there. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9, 10, 11, and that's 12. 12, 13, 14, 15. I got about 15 platforms that I post to. So, and let's see, how are we doing on the, and see right now we're sitting at 5,900 KBS on Twitch. So the signal is good. So, and I'm monitoring. We got the, Twitch is on the Surface 3. I'm seeing that. We have 1 person, and then YouTube is on the tablet, which we have 3 people. Wow. It says 3 people on YouTube. Hey, hello, YouTube. And then we have um, two people on Rumble. So, and it is a Monday. So everything's knock on wood, everything's working on a Monday here for a change. I remember last Monday it just went crap out. We had an alarm over here on the clock radio, and I'm charging my iPod Touch. Yes, I still use an iPod Touch a little bit here at the desk. And there's a place over here for my coffee and my water. It's all cleared out. I got a few things over there, and then it's nice and cleared out. There's not a stack of pile. I had what I have over there. I had this little netbook. It was a little netbook. It was a what operating system was XP, Windows XP, and I still use it. I have Doom on it. I played Doom on that when I had it out. But so we're off and running. The audio is going, and it's going. That's looking pretty good there as far as the thing. We got trucks going by. I can hear that in my ear. And good morning, Tina. Yeah, we started. We've been on for about 20 minutes now. I just posted out the links on the thing, so um, I don't know what. It's just. Oh, I just talking about my weekend. We did some live streaming on Lotro. I tried the new Rumble leg beta canvas. Didn't work. So this one works good. And good morning to our Jersey girl Tina coming in from Central New Jersey and stuff. Glad to have you here. But I hope you had a good weekend. But my weekend weather-wise, it was like I said, Saturday and Sunday, 60-degree weather. You couldn't ask better. The only flaw was when I was went around with the new beta canvas that Rumble has, and I hope they don't phase out the legacy. This is the legacy that I'm using right now because I had Tony on last night and it didn't even record. We're talking. It's as if we were in the green room in the back. You know, after the you close out the broadcast, you still have all your people in there. You have that's known as a green room and stuff. But and we're supposed to be broadcasting, and all of the 7 platforms I had running for a test run yesterday shut down, or basically weren't recording and showing and stuff. Some of them showed that they were still online and live, but they weren't showing me. So there was a disconnect somewhere. So so my take is it's beta. You know, I understand it's beta. And oh, you got up at 5:15. Okay, yeah, I've been up since about 10 to 5, and I got on a roll. And I think I was able to get everything done real quick and start at quarter of is because I'm used to this workflow. If I was to use that new, I was almost thinking of using the new Canvas, um, Rumble Studio Canvas. That's the client that you bring this up to all the platforms. I'm glad after last night, I said, no, I'll hold off on that. We'll give it another try next weekend, or if I have time this weekend and stuff. Probably that's a weekend thing. But I hope Rumble, if you're listening, don't put that out anytime soon because it's got some work. Oh, good morning. Everybody. The missus says good morning, Tina. She's up and about here and having the coffee. Sleep well? So. And this honey in this coffee, I got one scoop. I started with one scoop of honey in my coffee, and it's good. I'm sucking this down too. I'm already at a half a cup right now. We're just starting to broadcast here. Oh God. Let's see. I thought you played too much last night and got up. No, I didn't get up late. No, I did play. I was testing. I had the gaming yesterday morning, but I was testing last night after dinner. Then there's a new. You like honey in your coffee? Yeah, honey in the coffee is good. Let me show you what we had here. Let me. As far as what's happening with Rumble, let me check the banner down here and so I am very used to this as far as let's see, let's bring this up here. Where is that? I have it up here. There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and yeah, that's what I want right there. So let's go ahead and bring this up and try it again. There it is. And this is the Rumble client I was talking about. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And what's wrong?
Walked off with just a little bit of creamer. Forgot the coffee.
She's still waiting. The missus is still waking up. Let's see. So here it is right here. Okay, so what we're looking at here. Here's what we're on right now. This is the regular canvas that we're on right now, and it works flawlessly. Okay, this is the new This is the current show right here that we got going right now. Okay, right here. This is this morning's. It's the ninth, right? Yeah, I got the right date and the right day of the week. So this is the one we have right now that we're going to these four platforms that we're using this canvas right here. This is the new canvas right here, and it didn't work. This is the direct RTMP. This is what I use to when I game. I use this selection right here, and it gives me a 1080p. This one, it has some work to do. It really has some work to do. So and there's Captain Rehab because he was on there last night, and that's when the Twitch went down last night. And Captain Rehab says good morning. She's already did a blanket good morning there, Captain Rehab coming into the broadcast, and Tina's saying good morning to the missus. Thank you, Tina, and um, as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab saying good morning to the missus. And also Captain Rehab is saying good morning to, oh, no, not that one. We want this one. Good morning to his online aunt, Tina. And Captain Rehab coming in from the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Yeah, Captain Rehab, when you came in last night, when I was on doing that test run of the new canvas, the client that they're trying to they're improving what we have now here a little bit for a broadcaster. It's just that Twitch just was one of the first of all seven last night that crapped out after 32 minutes. So the beta is not good. I did a stress test last night, so I did everything I could do, and I had 7 platforms up, and they all crapped out after 32 minutes. So the chat was still going though in Twitch. But I did see your comment last night as far as when you popped in last night, so appreciate that. Just to let you know and stuff. So I won't be using. I'll be like I said. I'll give it another try this weekend because we are working towards the weekend once again. It is Monday. We're starting a new week and such. So, but and let's see. Tina saying good morning to her online nephew on the Twitch side. So we have some people in the chat, and we got an early start here. So we'll see what happens on. Good start to the day. A good start to the day. And like I said, I after that testing and stress testing the new beta, I'm glad I have this right now. So Rumble, don't get rid of this anytime soon because I'm used to it. I do have to comment. There are a lot of good, interesting new aspects of it. It requires a little of adjustment of my workflow on preparing and setting up the broadcast. But right now, the legacy canvas and the Rumble RTMP, those two options are good. The new beta, I hope they don't bring that out soon because it's I don't know. I got to do another stress test. It's just like I said, beta's beta. So okay, so but this weekend, weather-wise, fantastic, folks. Fantastic. Best weather we've had so far this year. 60-degree weather both Saturday and Sunday. Clear skies out this morning. I stepped out on the back stone step porch. The moon is out. And it actually is low. Last month it was way overhead, but now it's probably about 35 degrees off the horizon, up off the horizon. And it's actually back over that way and stuff. And then let's see. Currently, we have a temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 0 degrees Celsius. But that even when I stepped out, there's no wind. It was nice. It's nice out there, as far as that goes. There's no wind, and I mean because of the cold we had during the winter. But we have what did I say? We got was it 10 more days? No, 11 more days till spring. Spring's already here, though. So what did Tony D say? Tony D was last night. We talked for a little bit, even though, in the the new beta client there. But he said the groundhog was wrong, and I guess Tony was right. The groundhog was wrong. Spring is here. I think I heard a robin also. That was the other thing. I heard a robin this weekend. I know there's a robin. I know that call. I heard it yesterday. As far as that goes, I thought I might have heard one last week sometime during the day, but yesterday, I know I heard a robin. As far as that goes, so spring is here. So the groundhog. We only had 4 more weeks of winter. So all the snow basically is gone. Just the really high piles. There's just a little bit left. For today in the southern tier of upstate New York, though, we're going to have partly cloudy skies, high near 65. Woohoo! That's good. Winds out of southwest, south by southwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour. And so that's good. It's going to be another good day. It's going to be sunny with some passing clouds, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, we got sun. We got sun with a few clouds, partly cloudy, passing clouds, I guess you could say. Sun, and we also turned the clocks ahead. That's the other thing. So we turned them ahead. So if it was last month, this would be 5:14. It would really be early, right? So that took a little bit to get used to yesterday, but we have the clocks turned ahead. And the sun rose this morning at 7:20, or will be rising at 7:29, which is 7:29, which is in about another hour and 19 minutes. Another hour and 19 minutes. It's currently 6:15 a.m. And the sun will be setting tonight at 7:05. I sat out on the back stone step porch, and it was 7:02. The sunset. That was nice. It's 7 o'clock in this. That's what that hour the hour jumping ahead, as far as that goes. So so let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii, at 12:15 a.m. Cloudy skies with some clearing, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, at 3:15 a.m. in their morning time. Clear skies in Phoenix, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago at 5:15 a.m. Clear skies in Chicago, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle at 6:16 a.m. currently. At 6:16 a.m. currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. But down in New York City, it's clear skies, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in central Jersey, New Jersey, where Tina, our Jersey girl, lives at, going to have temperature 69 degrees. Wow, that's a good temperature right there. Nice and warm. It's getting warmer every day. For the high, 42 for the low. Sunny down in there in central New Jersey. Thank you, Tina, for your weather report. I guess what the weather is like there. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, UK, at 10:16 a.m. Cloudy skies in London, 46 degrees Fahrenheit currently. In Milan, Italia, Mangia. It's not. It's not much. It's 11:17. It's not lunchtime. They haven't turned their clocks ahead over in Europe. That's why they're still behind. We turn our clocks ahead early, so it's a 4 hour. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 5 hour. It's a 4 hour difference from here to UK, and 5 hours. It's usually 6 hours to Italy, but it's still morning time, so you can still get your cappuccino there at the cafes. But in Milan, a beautiful city, at 11:17 a.m. Sunny with some passing clouds, and 57 degrees Fahrenheit there in Milan, Italia. Beautiful city. I love Milan. Let's see. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, at 3:47 p.m. in their afternoon. Sunny and clear. No, let's see. No, Kuala Lumpur at 6:18 p.m. Thunderstorms in Kuala Lumpur at 6:18 p.m. 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Tokyo, Japan, over the skies of Tokyo at 7:18 p.m. Cloudy skies, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent and great country and great friend and ally Australia is, in Melbourne at 9 9:18 p.m. Clear skies in Melbourne, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at what is that? Oh, at 9:18 p.m. Cloudy skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, okay, those temperatures are brought to you by the Weather Channel. I just see the little icon down in the lower right corner. It says the Weather Channel. So they're all over the internet. The Weather Channel. Okay, our thought for the day comes from a gentleman, an American businessman, and he used to be he was the first CEO of Apple, and that was Steve Jobs. Steve Paul Jobs, a California native and co-founder of Apple. Everybody thinks he developed Apple, but he took it to new heights and stuff. But he was a co-founder, was a central figure in the 1970s and 80s personal computer revolution, along with Steve and then there's a guy named Wozniak and Ronald Wayne launched Apple in 1976 and developed the Apple II, one of the first successful mass-produced personal computers. And I'd have to say the most successful computer back then was right here, the Commodore, the old Commodore 64. The Apple was more efficient and a little bit more advanced, but this was a very successful computer back then also. And I could say that because I used it. It's my first computer. And now I got the updated version, the 64 Ultimate. But Steve Jobs, his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows, and it's a good one. He's a business guy. I never really liked him. I don't really agree with him or care. He's sort of an A personality, I guess. And but his quote and our thought for the day is this: your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. You got to live your own life. Let me read that again. Quote from Steve Jobs for our thought for the day. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. And I think that's pretty point blank out there as far as that goes. His quote urges individuals to live authentically by pursuing their own passions. Do your own thing, basically. Your passions and your desires, rather than conform to society expectations, dogma, I guess you could say, or the opinions of others. We sometimes we strive to get other people's approval, I guess, because life is finite. You only have a certain amount of time on this big blue marble, so you got to make the use it for the most that you can, because life is finite. Steve Jobs emphasizes that time is too precious. Oh my God, is it precious to waste on fulfilling other people's definitions of success or following a path that doesn't feel true to yourself. And hopefully your path is a good path. It's on good. It's not a bad path. Okay. I could say I've been pretty successful as far as that goes in my life thus far, and will continue to. A great quote for our thought for the day by Steve Jobs. Thank you, Steve Jobs. God bless and Godspeed. That is a good one. You don't want to waste your time. You do not want to waste your time. Let's see, our national day. Let's see what we got. We got National Napping Day. I'll probably be taking a nap this afternoon. I got a chess game tonight, so I got to take it. We didn't have a chess game last Monday because my neighbor was washing or cleaning out. He's got like a 50-gallon fish tank that he was cleaning out. I guess he keeps his koi fish in there during the wintertime. But I'm going to take a nap. And then we have National Get Over It Day. Yeah, get over it. Don't dwell on stuff. Get over it, move forward. National Barbie Day. No, I'll pass. I like this one, National Crab Meat Day. I love crab meat. I very rarely get that, but I tell you one thing I do get, and this is the one we're going to go with, meatballs. Today is National Meatball Day, and the missus can make up she makes her own meatballs. They're good. But you can get quite a bit of a selection in the supermarket. So today is National Meatball Day. You meatball Captain Rehab, you're a meatball. Today's National Meatball Day. Oh, you do too, Tina? Yeah, meatballs, they're good. They're good. Let's see. On March 9th, we recognize one of the great American food holidays, National Meatball Day. And Tina loves them. Yeah, meatball. Who doesn't like a good meatball sandwich? Oh my God. Um, it's not clear how this day got started, but who can resist the idea of celebrating National Meatball Day? There are many different ways of celebrating meatballs, and there's a whole bunch of them. I like them with spaghetti, meatballs and spaghetti, um, meatballs and rigatoni. Oh, I love that. We had meatballs and sausage this weekend, so and yeah, I could eat them all day. I can eat them. I can eat them every day, but you don't want. You got to be careful. Um, you have meatball subs. Oh, I love a meatball subs. Meatball pizza. Yep, that's good. Turkey meatballs. Nah, I don't think. I try them. Lamb. Yeah, it might be good. Um, there's other types, but we can put a number. We can't put a number on the variety of meatballs in the world. Well, I like the regular Italian style. That's the best. Okay, hands down for me. That's the best. Nor can we limit how many you put on your plate. Yeah, there's always you're always one short, right? If you got four on on your plate, you're still one short that you you want to eat. One giant meatball will more than satisfied, but a bowl full of small ones. Yeah, I like the small ones. Is easier to share, and as we've already pointed out, there's a variety of unquestionable selling points. Not only do meatballs allow for variety, but did we mention how flexible they are? Meatballs move from appetite to side dish to main dish quite easily. Meatballs can be made the night before and put in the crock pot. Oh God, they're great in the crock pot. Oh my God, when the missus does that, that's a good. So there's a bunch of things. So go out and get some meatballs and celebrate hashtag National Meatball Day. There we go. Let's see. Tomorrow is the second Tuesday, so we'll be doing the Mixcloud broadcast over there on mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts, and we'll just be doing the Fireman Rich audio podcast this Thursday. So, but we do repurpose this broadcast on Monday, Wednesday coffee, and Friday coffee over there on Spotify. So, but tomorrow's Mixcloud. So we had our last one was the 24th, so it's 2 weeks since then. So that one I don't get up early. That and the Fireman Rich audio podcast. I usually start that after 7. That's live. It's a live pre-recorded, and then I put it up. Like within the first 5 minutes after the broadcast done and stuff. And that's how I used to do it back in the day of audio and stuff like that. So we'll be doing that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring up my. That's a thing I forgot. I forgot to bring up my pages here because we're going to go into doing 100 years ago. So we'll set this up here for Roger Luther, who is a Broome County historian. I'm going to the webpage Fox 40. I have no affiliation with Fox 40. I don't work for them or anything. I just consume I'm a consumer of their information that they have on their webpage. And one of the things we look at is 100 years ago, as of it would be March 6th. And we'll take a look at that one and set this up to show you what it was like 100 years ago. See what the headlines were back on March 6, 1926. So this is on Fox 40. Let's go ahead and bring this. You all right?
Oh, I think somebody's chasing Jack.
Oh, okay. Okay, she's in the living room, but that came from the kitchen. Let me check here. Hang on for a minute, folks. I'm going to check to see if we have something going on here. What are we doing here?
Things on the floor, I know that.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's from the coffee pot here. The spoon I used to get my. What you doing, Bumpy? Huh? You trying to get some extra food there? Yeah, that was Bug. She just knocked the spoon out of her. Sounded like she crashed more. Okay, so that's averted. Okay. Never a dull moment here. Never a dull moment on the farm or on the Monday morning coffee. And let's go ahead and bring down our scroll here. That was the other thing on the new canvas, the beta canvas. The scroll is a little bit smaller. And let's bring up 100 years ago on the share here. Okay, here we go. And this is Roger. This is the young lady that works on Fox 40 that is going to present Roger Luther, and we'll go ahead and give this a listen here. So let's see. Let's bring this up. Oh, it's right here. Okay, here we go. And here we go. Unmute it.
100 years ago today, Binghamton was growing. Broome County historian Roger Luther has the report on the new population for Binghamton on this day in 1926. It's all part of our segment 100 years ago today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, over the last 24 hours, 2 more deaths by influenza and 191 new cases of the disease were reported to the Bureau of Health. It was announced today that the official population of Binghamton, as certified by the Secretary of State, is just under 72,000. A new Autobus, manufactured and customized by the Larrabee Dio Motor Truck Company, has been purchased for use by the Triple Cities Baseball Club. And finally, 2 young boys, one from the town of Sanford and the other from Tioga Center, have each won a purebred Jersey calf. Calves were presented by Willis Sharp Kilmer for their prize-winning essays on dairy farming and were taken from Kilmer's purebred herd at Sunbriar Court. That was the news, March 6, 1926.
I heard Roger Luther start saying I heard Roger Luther say 2 boys, and I'm thinking, we got 2 boys that are. I wasn't on the screen there to see the, but I thought we had 2 boys in trouble. But 2 boys. What was it there that he said? Let's see. Let me bring this back up here real quick here. What did he say? Yeah, 2 young boys. One from town of Stanford, which I think town of Stanford's in Broome County, but the one in Tioga Center, that's right here in Tioga County. Won the Jersey calves. The calves were presented. I guess they're a really high-end calf, or cow, I guess. So, and then the new Autobus, manufactured and custom by, had been purchased and used in the Triple Cities Base Club, whatever an Autobus is. The population of Binghamton 100 years ago was 72,000, which is actually more than it is today, because I just looked it up. Binghamton, New York city population after the recent census is between 47 and 151 and 47 969. So it's just shy of 48,000. So there's not too many people living in Binghamton. And the influenza, that was going pretty strong back. That, I guess that was their version of COVID as far as that goes. So there we have it, 100 years ago. And Tina's laughing at. Yeah, I was on another screen, so he said those 2 boys, and I'm thinking, we got someone stealing some gum and some cigarettes or something like that or lifting the change out of the donation box in the church and stuff like that. So yeah, I was laughing at that too. Let's see. In other history for today, we had 1933, Congress launched U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal in a special session beginning 100 days of legislation aimed at reversing the economic depression and stuff like that. 1954, the CBS news show See It Now, produced by Edward R. Murrow. He's a news great. aired a report critical of Senator Joseph McCarthy. Yeah, he was a little sketchy. He would be those individuals that are on the Democratic side, the squad they call him. He would be one of those people, but he was a Republican. No, he wasn't. He put the fear of communism in everybody back then. We need to be aware of it, and we got to stand up to it, which led to the end of communism. Witch hunt. Yeah, he had a witch hunt going up on Capitol Hill back then. In 1964, the first Ford Mustang rolled off the assembly line at Ford Motor Company, the first sports car produced for the mass market. And you know those signs they say adopt a section of the highway? Well, that started back in 1985. The first ever adopt a highway sign was erected on Highway 69 in Texas, promoting the Tyler Civic Club in exchange for promising to pick up litter along the 2-mile stretch. You see those signs every time on the major interstate. And let's see, on the AP side, on March 9th, 1945, during World War II, over 300 US B-20 bombers began Operation Meeting House, a massive firebombing raid of Tokyo. The raid killed an estimated 100,000 civilians and 1 million homeless and destroyed 16 square meters of the city. So I don't know. We got a bombing mission going on right now that we're not going to be talking about. Okay, Captain Rehab. I think we all know where everybody stands on it and stuff like that. I support it, but I don't support killing civilians. I don't know. Back then it was a different war. I did see a note that the president made a statement that the so-called bombing of the elementary school over there, Iran, it pretty much looks like they're investigating it. They said they're investigating it, and that's what we do. We do our due diligence. That it was the Iranians that more than likely took out that elementary school with one of their inaccurate missiles or drones, supposedly. It was on Air Force One. The president stated that 3 times, so there's got to be something behind that. Our weapons are accurate. They're pinpoint. We're not going to make them. Well, we could make a mistake, but at this time, I remember but we'll see if anything comes about that. That was the only thing that really was a takeaway on this weekend's combat. Well, we lost another. We're up to 7 on the body that killed in action. There was a 7th person in Kuwait because of the bombing. And then there's some pictures coming out, I guess, in Kuwait. The one tall tower of a building got hit and was on fire. I don't know how you fight that thing. Let's see. In 1796, the future emperor of France, of the French, Napoleon Bonaparte, married Josephine. She got her head cut off, I think, didn't she? 1862. During the Civil War, the ironclad warships U.S. Monitor and CSS Virginia, formerly known as the USS Merrimack, clashed for 5 hours to a draw on Hampton River. And in 1916, more than 400 Mexican raiders led by Pancho Villa attacked Columbus, New Mexico, killing 18 Americans. Wow. And it was back in 1959, on this day, the Barbie doll was introduced at American International Toy Fair in New York City. That's why it's Barbie Day. It's Barbie's birthday today. And they talk about this. In 2002, a Russian airstrike devastated a maternity hospital in the besieged Ukraine port city of Mariupol, killing 4 people and wounded 17. Now, I think that's down on Crimea, which was taken when President Obama was in office at that time. 2002. Who was the president? Yeah. Or was that Joe Biden? Let me see. Who was the president in 2002? Who was the president or 2022, I should say, in 2022. Oh, it was Joe Biden. That was under Joe Biden. And we didn't do nothing. We didn't even lift it. We probably did some makeshift sanctions or something like that. So, okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do the sports. We can do the sports here. We're still early though. Still got 30 minutes before, or actually, 21 minutes there. 20 minutes there till to go see Hal there, Tina. I'm already in my first hour here. I like starting early though. This is motivating me. You know, if I'm up early and I got everything going, I'm going to start early. So, don't reset your clocks on my part, because you start doing that, I'll show up late. Yeah, I'm zooming along. Yeah, we've been on for 53 minutes, so it seems like we just started, and it's only 6:39. That's. I think that's one of the benefits of. Let's see. What else do we got? Oh, with sports, we're going to do sports over the weekend, starting on Friday for NBA action. The Celtics, they won against the Mavericks, 120-100. With the New York Knicks, they kicked the Nuggets' ass, 142-103, and that was in Denver on Friday. That's good. Saturday we had the Brooklyn Nets. They beat the Pistons. Wow. Okay, 107-105. That was a close one by one bucket. And then going into Sunday, the Cavaliers, they lost to the Celtics in Cleveland. Celtics won 109-98. New York Knicks, they lost to the Lakers in LA, 110-97. And did the Nets play? No. Today the Knicks play the Clippers tonight at 10. They're still out there on the West Coast. And tomorrow, the Nets and Pistons play at 7:30 in Brooklyn. Celtics are down there in San Antonio playing the Spurs. That's the one. That was my first NBA basketball game I watched. I saw the San Antonio Spurs were playing the LA Lakers in San Antonio. It was our first weekend when I was at basic training in San Antonio at Lackland Air Force Base. The whole we were all rooting for the Lakers, and I think San Antonio ended up winning it. But Celtics and Spurs though tomorrow, and we'll pick up on Wednesday as far as going to that. Let's see. I do have to mention we are in March, so the 2026 March Madness tournament will begin its selection Sunday, March 15th, which is this upcoming weekend. So that's the selection Sunday is this weekend, and then the first four is going to be March 17th and 18th, which is a week after that, or no, that week after that week of the 15th. It'll be a Tuesday and Wednesday, so it'll be March 17th, 18th. That's the start of the March Madness. So, and then each week there's something, and it goes all the way to the Final Four in April 4th, and the championship in April 6th. So we're going to be keeping track of that. I like March Madness. March Madness is always fun. I'm not sure who I'm going to. I always root for Kansas. I like Kansas. Kansas is a good team. So there's our March Madness. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh, did I squash that? What's the NHL? Okay. Okay, and NHL action, or no, what's the NHL? Oh, I got to bring that back up. NHL. Let's see, NHL action over the weekend. Starting Friday night, we had. Hey, Thamer, good morning. How you doing? How's everything going? We got Thamer coming in from the Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for being here. Happy Ramadan. I hope you and your family are all safe and enjoying your Ramadan holiday. Even though you have to. What happened over here? Oh, there's the moon. The moon's right back here, up there. Oh, there we go. The moon is right up about there. You can't see it. I gotta get the telescope out one of these mornings. And let's see, Richard. The Paralympics is going, and the USA men's Paralympic hockey team beat Italy 14-1, the highest score and highest margin victory in Paralympics history. Yeah, okay, that's cool. My nephew, who I talked about, he lost his leg in the he lost his leg back when he went to Afghanistan years back when he was stationed on the Afghan-Pakistan border for the United States Air Force. And well, actually, his partner stepped in an IED. It took him completely out. There was nothing left of him, but it took out my nephew's leg. But he's actually participated in the Paralympics. He's actually met back when they were first starting. That Prince Harry was very active in the Paralympics, and he met Prince Harry back in the day. And he played. What did he play? He played wheelchair basketball, and there was something else he did. He did a couple other things. He did the basketball, and he's as big as I am. He's 6'5", if not 6'6". So yeah, Tina saying hi to Thammer. And we appreciate you being here, Thammer. So the Paralympics, okay, you don't hear much about it anymore. I don't, just my nephew's getting ready to retire. It's I remember when he was a baby. Jeez Louise, and he's retiring now from the Air Force. Let's see, NHL action. I follow primarily the Buffalo Sabres, New York Rangers, and New York Islanders. And let's see, Friday night we had... let's see. Who do we have Friday night? None of those teams played. Okay. So Saturday, I also follow the Bruins. The Bruins beat the Capitals 3-1. Rangers beat the Devils 6-3. Buffalo Sabres won against Predators 3-2. Sabres are doing pretty good right now. I think. I don't know. I haven't checked it seems like they're winning a lot. New York Islanders beat the Sharks 2-1. That was Saturday. Yesterday for Sunday, Bruins lost to the Penguins 5-4. Buffalo Sabres won 8-7 against the Lightning. Boy, that's a big score right there in hockey, 8-7. And that's it. No Islanders or Ranger action. And let's see, what's this? Today, the Rangers play the Flyers at Philadelphia at 7. And let's see, tomorrow, Rangers and Flames at 7. Sabres and Sharks tomorrow at 7. Islanders and Blues tomorrow at 7:30. And that's it on that. Major League Baseball, spring training is in full swing. And let's see, Friday, Phillies beat the Pirates 14-10. That's a big score game there. And let's see, Yankees and Mets for Friday. Did they play? Mets lost to the Marlins 2-0, and Yankees beat the Rays 3-0. Going into Saturday, we have the Mets and Cardinals. Mets won 3-2. And the Yankees did not play. No, Yankees did not play. Of course, Sunday, no, Yankees did play. They lost to the Nationals on Saturday. Sunday, yesterday, I missed this game. The Mets they killed the Yankees 10-4. I should have watched that game. I don't know. Oh, I was live. What was I doing? Yeah, I was live streaming. I was just finishing live streaming. So let's see. Today, the yay, the Yankee. Tina likes it when the Yankees lose. She's saying yay. Let's see. For games today, the Mets will be playing the Marlins at 6:10, and Yankees and Pirates at 6:35. And tomorrow, the Yankees and Phillies. That should be it. Tomorrow afternoon, 1:05, and the Mets and Cardinals at 1:10. So that's in full swing. There was a football game yesterday. Was it yesterday or Sunday? The 4th. When was the 4th? No, this was, when did they play? They played, yesterday. They played Newcastle in the FA Cup, 5th round, March 7th. That was Saturday. Manchester City in the FA Cup, 5th round. Newcastle got off to a good start right, I think it was 30 minutes into the game. I was looking at the box scores with this at 1-0, but Manchester came back, eventually winning at 3-1. So Manchester won. Their next game is going to be against who do they play? Wednesday in the UEFA Championship League, round 16. Wednesday at 4 p.m. They play Real Madrid. That should be a good game. And then Saturday they play in the Premier League next Saturday. So we'll be talking about that. So there's 2 games on the docket there. Manchester City still 7 points behind Arsenal in the Premier League. So that's the sports of things. So let's get rid of that. So we can go to I can bring up the other news pages and we'll come back. We're going to take a break. We've been on for, God, doesn't seem like it. We've been on for an hour already? Wow. I got to wash my sticky hand. She's done. I'm slurping my coffee all around here. Cold coffee after having honey in it, it's smooth. That's a nice cold coffee right there. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break here, folks. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. You have a good start to your week here on this Monday, and enjoy your day. Be safe, and we'll be talking. Tina's going to go off and check and see where Hal is and stuff. She's here for our first hour and stuff, and we appreciate it, Tina. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and I'm going to go get some coffee here, and we will be right back. So just hang loose, and I'm going to get my second cup, and we'll be right back. Nope, that's our. We went bubble gum. back here on the Monday Morning Coffee for 03.09.006. That should be 2000. Okay, I just found the mess up. Oh my God. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich. I had 026. That needs to be changed. Can I change it on here? Let's see. Can I edit that still? Yeah, I can still edit that. Let's see. Okay, I can get it. I forgot the 2. I scratched out the 2. And let's change that there, update that there, and we'll just update it on the other platform. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I'll do that. It says 026, so I just noticed that. I was able to. How come? Oh, that. So we redid that. Okay, so that changed it. Okay, that was still in edit mode, and we had been on. Oh, we started. That was over an hour. Okay, that's interesting. I'm still able to edit on Twitch there, or on X, formerly known as Twitter, as far as that goes. And we're back though for the second half of the Monday Morning Coffee 0.3.09.2006, not 026, but we'll change that after we're all done with the broadcast. You always have one little blurb or something like that as far as that goes. If anything, doing the live stream here has caught like 5 years ago, a couple of years ago, I'd be anal about changing that. Right, I'm still thinking about it. It's like, I can do it after the broadcast. I do the post editing and stuff like that. There's always one thing little wrong and stuff like that. Things go wrong, and you got to be able to deal with it and move forward and all that stuff like that. So, but we're back here, and it's good to be here. We're starting a new week, working towards the weekend, and we got our first hour under our belt. This second half, we're going to be doing the news web pages here for that I consume here in the Southern Tier to present to you all sort of an outlook of what's going on this weekend. The big thing this weekend, there was it's not St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is not till the 17th, but Binghamton, New York, for like 53 years has celebrated, has had their St. Patrick's Day parade the first weekend of March. So we'll have some video clips of that here. But the various news agencies, I'm not going to call them out a lot because I usually do. I have no affiliation with all the news web pages that I present here. I'm just consumer of those web pages. Okay, for example, we saw 100 years ago. We like listening to that. I like to present that because it gives an impression of what it's like here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York, where I live, right in this general area. And I think that's pretty neat to be able to do that. But I'm a consumer. I'm not no association with any of these, and so I don't get YouTube or Rumble or not Rumble, but YouTube or Twitch. Well, they say you belong to. No, I don't belong to. I'm just a retired Air Force firefighter, retired from regular work here, and I'm a senior citizen now. I hate saying that. But at any rate, we're going to be looking at these news web pages here. And let's see. The first one is, it's a 58th annual 58th annual St. Patrick's Day parade in Binghamton. So, which is and they had some great weather Saturday. Usually it's always raining and windy and, at the beginning of the month. But, like I said in the first half there, I think Tony D was right. The groundhog was wrong. He was on last night when I was playing around with the Rumble Studios new beta canvas, which isn't that great. Isn't that good? I could see one or two little things, but when you drop all your, I got 7 broadcasts and it dropped out all 7 of them. Even the Rumble after 32 minutes, that's not good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and speaking of dropping, let's go ahead and drop the banner here, and let's go ahead and bring up Fox 40 again. Oh, that was my camera. I don't want that. I want the present button. There we go. So let's start with Fox 40, give you an idea, and I'll give you some actual pictures of the parade. And this is what they do here in the southern tier of upstate New York. 58th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. It's back in Binghamton. It's always the first week of March. I have yet to go to this parade. So let's go ahead and bring this up, and we'll give it a listen.
A local tradition returned to Binghamton, celebrating St. Patrick's Day today. Crowds packed the streets of downtown Binghamton today for the city's annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. The procession, featuring several pipe and marching bands, community groups, local leaders, and many more. Thousands of spectators dressed in green watched as bagpipers, Irish dancers, and colorful floats made their way through the city.
It's just such a beautiful day that we're all out here and enjoying the weather and then the unification around the parade.
Well, it was beautiful to see the community come together. We just saw the Ukrainian float just go by, and my old roommate is from Ukraine and her family, so it was beautiful to see. And I grew up going to this parade my whole childhood, so it's really nice to see everyone out on this beautiful day.
I really enjoyed seeing the EMS and firefighters, police. They all serve us great every day.
Well, thank you. So there's some people that were there Saturday watching the parade. So you can see it was a nice day, gorgeous day out as far as that goes. So that's on Fox 40. And let's see what else we got here on Fox 40. Get rid of that one. And let's see. On their news page. That was the first one. Let's see. Volunteers of America Day. When was this? This is March 8th. So this was yesterday. Let's go ahead and give this one a listen.
Community.
As far as it's dealing with communities volunteering and all that. So this was the first one was Saturday. This one was for yesterday. It was Volunteers of America Day, recognizing 130 years of service they've been going on. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. Another one from Fox. Again, no affiliation with Fox. And where is it? There we go. Let's go ahead and give this a listen here. Here we go.
Communities across the country are honoring the service of a major nonprofit today. Communities across observed each year on March 8th. Volunteers of America Day celebrates the founding and life-changing impact of the organization. As a bonus, this year the nonprofit is making 130 years of service. The nonprofit is one of the nation's largest providers of human services, supporting families, veterans, at-risk youth, and older adults struggling to make ends meet. Today, its national network of 30 affiliates helps more than 2 million people every year. In upstate New York alone, that includes roughly 10,000 people annually.
Okay, she had a little problem getting that out, but Volunteer of America Day recognized yesterday. So there we have that. See, this works so smoothly. That other client there, I'm just saying this one works great. Let's see what else we have on Fox 40. The transitions and stuff like that. So there's two important things. Let's see. I think that's it for Fox 40. And let's see. Let's go to WNBF. See if they have anything. I don't think they do. I think we talked about Binghamton holds Binghamton. Oh, they talk about the parade. The annual Binghamton St. Patrick's Day Parade was last Saturday. Kicked off at 1:30 p.m. at Saturday afternoon downtown Binghamton. The parade began on the corner of the parade will be held rain or shine. Well, they had some great weather. And they just had a little blip there on the WEBO webpage there. That's the radio station here in Owego, New York, as far as that goes. So there's that. Let's check WNBF News Radio 1290. That comes out of Binghamton. And I'm sure they'll have something on the parade. Or will they? Nope, they don't have anything on the parade. Wow, I was half expecting a Bob Joseph um, thing there, but I guess he doesn't. So there's nothing on. Let's see the most current. Do they have anything in the most current? Nope, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. What's this? New eatery opens. Okay. What's that? Roger Neal. Okay, nope, nothing there. So let's go to Channel 12. I'm sure they'll have a thing on the festivities for. Wow, they don't. That's unreal. Wow. They don't have anything on the parade. Wow. Let's see. Let's do a search. Let's see. St. Patrick's Day Parade. Let's see. St. Patrick's Day Parade. No, nothing there. Nothing. Okay. Oh, we got a flood watch in effect. What's this about? Let's see. If that's for Cortland, New York. Okay. We got. Let's see. We're looking. Oh, okay. Here's the parade. 58th. They don't have a video though. Okay. Man, I want a video. We want the video. Okay, let me get back to the main page here and take a look. There was one thing we could look at, and that is concerning where I used to work at. Oh, do they have it here? And that's not there. I did see something. Oh, here it is. This is dealing with IBM, and I worked at IBM for. Oh, let's see. We don't want that. Let's see. We want. Let's shut that down. Okay, we got it. It's women reflect on breaking barriers at IBM Endicott headquarters. IBM was started in Endicott. It was the birthplace of IBM is at Endicott, New York. And I had the pleasure, after I got out of the service, working there for about 9 years at the Endicott plant and manufacturing, and it was great. So they have an article here about women of international business machines, but it'll give you an aspect and maybe some pictures of the Endicott site back in the day. I loved working there. It was a shame that I didn't work there for. I would have loved to work there until I retired officially at 65, but didn't happen. I was just very fortunate to find employment right after that, because the first 7 years was IBM, and then they went to the IBM pulled out of Endicott, and there was a contract. It was a different company. It was EIT, which sucked. I had to get out of there big time. Okay, let's see what this one is about. It's not about me, Rich. It's not about me. Okay, there we have it. Women reflect breaking barriers at IBM Endicott headquarters. And the headquarters of IBM was right here in the southern tier. Now it's down in Armonk, New York. So let's give this a listen. Well, let's make sure we have the volume on it, because they're putting commercials at the beginning of their videos now. So, okay, here we go.
National Business Machines. Everyone knows the name, and everyone knows.
Okay, what happened there? We're not getting anything. Let me check. It's not muted.
The impact it had in our local area.
Okay, let's try this again.
National Business Machines. Everyone knows the name, and everyone knows the impact it had in our local area. But do you know the successful women behind the name? Talking News' Erin Lawler spoke with some of the women who worked at IBM and is live in the studio with more on their stories. Erin.
Thanks, Autria. The women I spoke to touched on their triumphs, but also struggles working in a predominantly male company. IBM was founded in Endicott in the 1900s. Although women had different rules than men, such as not being allowed to work past 10 o'clock, the workplace was filled with them. Judy Amuso started her career as a secretary in 1965. She worked all over the country with IBM.
Living in Endicott all my life, I had no idea the immense company that IBM was. I had no idea. I thought everything was like little branch offices all over the rest of the country.
Amuso worked her way to senior positions, secretary to the location manager, administration manager, and more. Now, 91, Amuso looks back on her time at IBM fondly.
I loved my job. I loved every place that I was transferred to IBM, met many friends, and I didn't even think about anything but being a secretary.
Dawn White started at IBM in 1965, later becoming one of the first women managers at IBM.
A lot of the stuff that I did, I was the only woman. You know, I was a male-dominated place at the time.
Being one of the only women came with mixed feelings for White.
They were motivated to advance women. But I'd like to think that, you know, I made it on my own merit. Everyone that I was equal with had a 4-year degree. And I only had gone to college for a year.
Laura Muso worked for IBM for 19 years.
A wonderful place to work for. They're very good to their workers. All the people that you worked with were good, and it was pleasant to work there and to work the people.
The three women say they were glad to be a part of IBM during what they say was its best years. Live in studio, Erin Lawler, 12.
Okay, so that gives you a little bit of the history, the pictures of IBM in Endicott there. I worked there for 9 years, 7 years as an IBM employee. Then IBM pulled out, and I worked at the site there. It was Endicott Interconnects, and because IBM was getting out of the manufacturing and stuff. And I loved working there. My father worked there for 30 years, and before he passed away, I worked there, and I was still a temporary, 1-year temp. And before he passed, he was more proud. He almost seemed like he was more proud of me being working at IBM, where he worked for most of his life, than I was in the 20 years I spent in the Air Force. Though I know he was proud of me being in the Air Force and stuff. He said that, but he was really ecstatic that and my uncle, who worked for IBM down at the Poughkeepsie plant here in New York. I remember at my father's funeral, I told him I got hired as a regular. It was like 6 months later. And he says, you got a job for life. But IBM pulled out of Endicott, and I ended up going to another place. They had some ties to IBM, I guess, but it was a different company. Right there in Endicott, I tried staying with Endicott Interconnects, but that was not going anywhere. So I went to another company that was a lot better. And I stayed there for 17 years, and it was great. It was just as good as IBM. I loved the work I did at IBM when I did work there. So I can concur with the lady there that it was a great place to work at, and it was a really good work ethic, work environment, the culture, and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. So there's a good background. I always like talking about IBM because the nickname for IBMers, people that worked at IBM, are called zipperheads. So I can actually say I'm a zipperhead. Okay, that's a good one. I love talking about IBM there back in the day. Let's see, what else do we have on WBNG? Anything? There's the parade, but there's no video. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's go to, which one's this? This is the whale. Let's see. Do we have any articles on the whale? Nope. Same as WNBF. That hasn't changed. Let's see. Do we have a video on this? Yep. We got a picture of this is on Binghamton Hometown.com. part of Channel 5, the NBC affiliate. It used to be Channel 34. But let's go ahead. Your guide to the Binghamton Parade. Let's go ahead and see when's this dated at? Oh, this is March 5th. So this is probably, but it'll give us some scenes of the parade. So let's go ahead and we'll bring this up here. Let's make sure we have it first. No, we didn't key it in. Let's key this in. We want to share that tab. And there it is. Let's go ahead and bring this up. I guess this is raw footage. So this is probably from Saturday. It's a clear day. A little cold out. Got the marching bands. I think they had 4 or 5 bagpipe. These are the New York finest, New York State Troopers. The various floats. So this looks like it's actual footage from this past Saturday. Grand Marshal. Not sure who that is. And the Irish flag. American flag. Various other flags. There's another float. There's another. Oh, that's just a few. That's what. Just a few bagpipers, not a big one. There's a fire truck. Yeah, the old fire truck. Binghamton Fire Department, Squad 1. And there's 4. We've seen that's a 4th one right there. We got a 5th one. Also, just replaying the bagpipes, but there is at least 4 to 5 of them. People all dressed up in green, and other people marching in the parade. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day
There's
to
a
you.
leprechaun. Oh, what a trip! What a trip! And the local fire department color guard. There's more bagpipes. Who doesn't love the bagpipes on St. Patrick's? Well, this isn't St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day isn't until the 17th. But in Binghamton, they celebrate. They have the parade the first weekend of March. Well, they may have had more than 5. Okay, so there we have that parade as far as that goes, and that was pretty cool. Let's see my twin. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's see. We go back to the news. And what happened over here on channel 18? Oh, my twin tears. Okay, it was a double whammy. There we go. We got that squared away. Let's see. Anything else? That's the main thing. That gave you some. There was a lot of. They said they had 4 to 5, as far as that goes. And let's see. Do we have a video on that? No, there's no video on that. So let's go to WENY, which is out there in Elmira, New York. Do we have any St. Patrick's Day activity out that way? No. Yeah, I'm still not liking this page. It just doesn't look. Let's see. Let's go to the local news here. See what they got. And not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. So let's see. We have better luck on channel 18. WETM. Do we have anything on there? Nope, I'm not seeing anything pop out there. And let's see, WKGB. Nothing going on there. KISS 104. Same as The Whale and WNBF. So same. Let's see, Spectrum News. Let's see, what do we got on Spectrum News? Do you have anything on the parade? No. And They are talking about some Buffalo Bills actions, re-signing Connor McGruver. So there's some action football-wise. And also acquiring wide receiver DJ Moore. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing there. Let's see, local news. Let's see, do we got any good news? No, let's see, local news. Let's go back. Let's see, that's it. Okay, so nothing on there. Let's go to the Buffalo web pages, Country 106.5 and 93.7 WBLK. See what's going on up at Buffalo. And, oh, wow, we got one article we're going to be doing on 93. Let's see if it's on this one. Yeah, okay, this is 106. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Buffalo Sabres take first place in their division. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and bring this one up here. We'll go ahead and read this article. Buffalo Sabres, share that, and we'll bring it up and give it a read. Where the hell is it here? Oh, it's right there, but I got to go back to Rumble here. Okay, we got to bring... Oh, there it is. It's already up. Okay. Let's see. Grab that link and put it in a web page here. So Buffalo Sabres, their first... after a wild win over Tampa Bay last night at KeyBank Center, the Buffalo Sabres are now sitting atop the Atlantic Division all by themselves. The Sabres remain undefeated since the NHL, since they returned from the Olympics break, and are riding on a 7-game winning streak. That's freaking good. The Sabres currently have 84 points in 64 games, while Tampa Bay Lightning have 82, so they're 2 points ahead of the Lightning. Well, they only did 62 games. The Sabres are also in second place in the Eastern Conference. They are currently 2 points behind Carolina Hurricanes for the first place in the East. The Hurricanes have 86 points, so they're only 1 point ahead. Buffalo Sabres looking to end longest playoff drought, so they may make the playoffs. That'd be good. It looks like this year is the year for Buffalo Sabres. Will return to NHL playoffs. The Sabres are on track to make playoffs this season for the first time since 2010-2011. The Sabres are currently tied with the New York Jets. That's the hockey team Jets. Or tied. Oh no, this is the football team. They're tied with the New York Jets for the longest playoff drought in North America pro sports. Okay, so they're comparing them to NFL. It looks like the Jets will take that title alone, as Sabres have a 99.1% chance of making the playoffs. So go Buffalo Sabres. That's cool. That is good. That is cool. I like that. Got motivated after the Olympics, I guess. So that was on Country 106, it's the same article that's on Power 93.7. Again, no affiliation with any of these web pages as far as that goes. Let's see. WGR 550, they got the report that Tyron Johnson not released, instead traded to the Raiders. Okay. It's always good to be traded instead of being released. You still have some value for another team. Yeah, Sabres beat Predators at home ice for 6 straight wins. So they got 7 straight wins. So, okay, let's see. 1440, what do we have? Dog Slave. Oh, what's nothing there. They had some tornadoes this past weekend up there. In the central, but Michigan tornado, there was at least 4 people that were killed and 12 others wounded in powerful tornadoes that's touched down in southwest Michigan Friday. The deadliest such storms in the state since 1980. 2 others were killed in Oklahoma. Okay, that was the other place, as severe weather swept across the plains in Mideast. So that's not good. That's not good. So, okay, I guess that's about it. And we're not going to do the Commodore 64 this morning. We started early. That means I can get off early, and I got to do get a walk in right now. Still 32 degrees Fahrenheit out as far as that goes. And let's see if I got anything else here. I did post something. Let's check my Twitter. Let's check the Twitter feeds here. See if there's anything over there. Let's see. Premiere X Pro. Let's see if we got anything on X Pro. And on the overnight. 2 weeks after announcing launch of the prices of tickets, I guess, is it's astronomical ticket prices there at the Bruce Springsteen concert. 2 weeks after announcing the launch of his Land of Hope and Dreams America tour, Bruce Springsteen is catching some heat as fans are left outraged over a high ticket. He says, if this concert is meant to be a political statement, dynamic pricing makes no sense. It feels contradictory to defend democracy while playing by pure free market rules where money decides everything. One fan wrote. So they're not too happy. I'm not. I like his music, but I'm taking a break from Spring. He's just he gets up there on his. From what I've been told, I've never been to a Bruce Springsteen concert, but there was an elementary school teacher of my kids there that used to go, and he does have a habit of getting up there being too political. And when I'm paying a ticket price, especially a couple $100 from what I hear these tickets go for, I don't want to hear a political statement. I don't care what side you're on. I want to hear your music. He's getting too political, which I think it's going to damage his brand. I don't really like listening to him anymore. I just don't care for it. Let's see. Everything's about what's going on over in the Middle East, which... and let's see, that's not there. Let's go ahead and check other web pages here. I talked about this last night on the the now deleted stress test of the new beta canvas here on Rumble and stuff. But Dak Prescott and his fiancee broke up a month before the wedding, and this is on Michael Bathurst's page. So sorry to hear that, Dak. Dak is a good quarterback, despite the fact Dallas can't make it to the playoffs. And let's see, there's a report that Congress wants the International Space Station to keep flying until 2032. I'd like to see that. Don't get rid of it right away. Jeez. Boost it up there. And they had another SpaceX springs forward for another Starlink launch from California this weekend, I guess. Got quite a bit of those. And who was on the Lotro? Lord of the Rings Online. A lot of activity on the Lotro. And that's about it. There's nothing really on the X as far as that goes. Yeah, Buffalo Bills 2026 draft pick. Picks after DJ Jones. I guess they gave up their draft pick there. So, and I think that's about it for the Twitch. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, we'll drop that and put that on the primary. And we're at an hour and 45 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage. So you can see it's getting daylight out. Oh, I'm stretching. I'm almost out of coffee. There's a drizzle left of coffee, a little bit of coffee left to finish up here. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage right here a little early as far as that goes. So I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl who was here right out of the gate. Thank you very much, Tina. And thank you, Captain Rehab, coming in from the city of Philadelphia. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Oh, I didn't see Farmer. Oh, I'm sorry, Farmer. Jeez, how did I miss that? Good morning, everyone. Happy Meatball Day. Farmer, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I'm going back. The Rumble there, coming on the Rumble. Good to see you here, my friend. Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying attention there. How come I missed that? I couldn't have missed that because you got the Rumble tag there. Martina says yes with spaghetti, and she was talking about the meatballs since she puts them on her soup. So I overlooked that section, and because I remember Captain Rehab saying about the Paralympics there that are taking place right now, and I guess he's saying the U.S. men's Paralympic hockey team beat Italy 14-1, which is that's a killing right there. So thank you for being here, Farmer, coming in from Virginia. Glad to have you here as far as that goes. And let's see, we have Thamer came in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He was here. Thank you, Thamer. You have a great day over there in the kingdom, and the best to your family. Stay safe, and happy Ramadan. It's Ramadan. They're celebrating Ramadan over in the Middle East, which I guess you have to fast during the day, but you can eat at night, which I don't know. My system would go all bonkers on that. And Farmer says, lots of laugh. No worries. Have a great day, Rich. Okay, Farmer. Again, I just like, whoa, where did he come from? He just popped out of nowhere. Oh, good to have you here. Good to have you here, Farmer. Thank you very much. And coming in from Virginia, glad to have you. I hope you had a great weekend too, my friend. I hope you had a great weekend. So, yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, I'm starting to see. I got to change the year on the end of the date. You see where it says, what does it say? 0.3.09.026. I'm looking at it. What the hell happened there? I think it was that I tried the Rumble. I don't know if you were here in the beginning. I tried the new Rumble beta canvas. You know, when to do the broadcast, they have a new canvas. It's a beta. I'm still using the old one, the original one here right now. And then the other version you have is the RTMP. That's the one I use for the gaming. But this new beta canvas didn't work out last night. 32 minutes. I had 7 platforms up here. All seven of them dropped and stuff. Tony came up right after he came up, and then Twitch went out. Then the YouTube went out, and then even Rumble stalled out. It was still saying it was live, but it just was on the intro screen. So I just shit canned everything. So Rumble has a lot of work there as far as doing that. But thank you, Rumble, or thank you, Farmer. Yeah, it is a Monday. We're starting a new week here. So thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. And so this is a lot better than was last night. I tell you that. And the gaming this weekend was great too. Monday and Tuesday. I haven't done a Monday or a Saturday, Sunday Locho stream back to back. It's been years. So we got 4. We'll be doing another one this week. They'll give us 5. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop at 5, but we might get 1 or 2 after that. But I'm still finding the time slot. So I'm putting the priority on Lotro. So, okay, folks, those are the folks that were in the chat. Thank you very much for the people in the chat. Thank you for those people that were watching here and may have been popping in and out as far as that goes. And appreciate your views. Appreciate the replay views. Thank you very much. Also, the listening on the Spotify for Creators, Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. Thank you very much for those listens over there. That this audio will be up probably because the audio, let me check the audio. The audio is going very good. So we'll keep that going. That'll be up probably 5-10 minutes after I get done. It's nothing. If I have the raw audio, it shoots up there real quick. So thank you for those listens over there. If you're listening this long, an hour and 50 minutes. So, but I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, as well as at Fireman Rich on X. That's my mainstay for being on these social media feeds. And you can always Google at Fireman Rich and see where I'm at. So you all have a great one. Live life, have fun, ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again. Have a great Monday. Ciao for now.